Are you live? Are you live yet?
I'm not live inside.
Oh my god.
But on the outside, I'm live. That's how I feel.
That was a good start to going live.
It's a good end. Goodbye, everyone.
Good session.
Yeah, great. Good job. Cool. Really earned those extra 90 levels I just added to my sheet.
Hello, entire internet.
Yo, what up?
Hi, entire internet.
Today's episode of Magnes Adventuring Guild, brought to you by Critically Accursed, is actually brought to you by Keystone Light's new Key Lightful. It's the perfect blend of raspberry, lime, and your favorite light beer, provided your favorite light beer is Keystone Light, which it is as of now. Now that's Key Lightful.
Can you hold it up to the camera for us?
I might be able to.
Yeah, to the right a little bit. Still can't see it. No, a little bit further.
Oh, wait, no,
yeah.
Not that.
Yeah, almost.
Camera unavailable. Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
That's a shame. Okay.
There you go.
We'll all just picture it in our brain spaces. As the Lord intended.
All right, just let me crop this real quick.
Crop away.
Crop. Crop.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. Don't be.
I am, though.
Yeah,
you got my hopes up.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Super excited right now. Never been more excited in my entire life.
Well,
it's gonna be super fun. I don't know why you sound so downhearted about it.
Yeah.
There. Now it can be screen shared.
Uh-huh.
We have new hirelings. We had our first job fair. Murdered a man.
Just one?
Whoa, it looks like
there were more.
Someone's getting ahead of themselves. I don't hear Tim playing music yet. Also, hello, Tim. Are you actually there?
It's the illusion of Tim. Was there ever a Tim? We don't know.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome. Okay. Phone plugged in. Confirmed. All right. Let me just finish that beer off.
Uh-huh.
Crack open another.
Oh, you sent me the picture message. I thought you were just going to post it in chat.
No, that's I'm too lazy for that.
Really?
Now you can hold it up to the camera.
Oh, it's going to be so gross from my phone. But I'm gonna. That's a shadowy picture too, but it's cool colors. There. For the one viewers.
For the entire internet.
The entire one viewer. Here's a picture of a beer on my phone. Enjoy.
That's this week's sponsor.
Yeah.
I hope you're
Joke's on you. That viewer's me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Aubrey.
Thank you. I gotta give you those numbers, homie.
Yeah, great. Good. Everything is coming up critically accursed. Love it. And I guess that was it. Good times. Great, everyone. I had fun.
All right. Yeah, so last time. Yeah, you guys had a job fair. You guys ran Brian off. That was successful. Yes, as previously brought up, you killed a man who was just trying to not die. So mission failed, I guess. And you made a new friend that you have to pay. And you also destroyed her armor, which is one of her few possessions. Good job, assholes.
Don't we have mending somewhere? Who has mending? No one? Is mending even a thing anymore? Probably not.
It's a thing,
Yeah.
but none of us have it because, you know, why the fuck would we pick our spells in accordance to what we might actually need?
I can...
Well, no, you idiots don't have it. The problem is that the person that does have it is not just about to, you know, help you with things.
Yeah, that means we don't have it.
Goddamn right
you don't.
It's a cantrip,
dude. You don't even have to use a spell slot. Come on, Brad.
She hasn't earned that yet.
Cantrips? Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah. So, yeah. You guys decided to hire Floria, the Minotaur barbarian. She got a whole bunch of she got a whole bunch of nifty bonuses for being a hireling for you guys. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. I guess picking up. Yeah, were you guys on any missions or quests? Did you have any goals right now, or
Nope.
Nope. This was our
No, we're on a
complicated
sabbatical, remember?
okay? The perfect time to pick up a hireling.
Hey, join us. We're doing fuck all nothing.
So yeah, if there's anything you would like to do in downtime while we fast forward through downtime.
I mean, I would keep training with my sword coach, but other than that, probably nothing.
Okay.
I'd like to, if I may, go through the obstacle course that Bradley did a few times, that Bradley made a few times, if only just to, like, get a little better at something.
Oh.
Okay.
I think if Brad happens to be walking past while she's running the obstacle course, I'll stop and throw some things at her, and then, you know, like half-heartedly, like not like it's not full gusto, but you know, just enough to like make it a little tougher.
Yeah, he's lobbing some Nerf balls at her. Some of those Nerf balls happen to be hand axes, you know. Some of those hand axes happen to be enchanted with Thunderwave. It happens, you know. It's cool. If you dodge it, you don't get hurt.
And if you die, you die.
Billy dies 3 times.
Womp womp.
Okay. Allie, anything for downtime?
Roughly how long of downtime are we looking at?
I was figuring a month.
Oh. Then, like, catching up with her half-brother?
Oh.
And her mom. Hanging out with the fam.
Your mom's going to be a lot easier to hang out with. Your half-brother is planning a semi-royal wedding right now.
It's okay, Adley can help. She has charisma. She can entertain.
Okay.
Why is this so funny? She just wants to participate in her family's life. It's not funny. It's heartfelt.
It's kind of funny.
It's a little funny.
Okay, so Brad, why don't you roll me 2d20s? Billy, roll me 2 acrobatics checks.
Cool. Okay.
And Allie, roll me
Mm-hmm.
performance, maybe? There's my performance. Might be the best bet.
Cool. Wish I invested in performance. Should have thought ahead on this one. Oh well.
Yeah, I think performance is your best bet there.
Can I guidance myself for this?
Sure, why not?
Yay. Ooh. 18.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay. So, Brad, you get some pretty decent training in. It kind of feels like your trainer in Magnes is
maybe not as good as I am anymore.
yeah, it's getting real close. He definitely is able to like perform with a blade a lot better than you can, like actually performing. But you know, you've got a lot more actually stabbing things experience. Yeah. So it's more like working on your basics, like perfecting your form rather than like actually getting better at fighting.
Gotcha.
So I would say after this downtime will probably be the last time you can really gain anything out of this training.
From training with this guy? Gotcha.
That being said, after your month of training, I would say that you I think last time I gave you a +1 to hit with swords.
Non-magical ones, yeah.
Non-magical. Okay. So I think with this, it would give you a +1 to damage with swords, magical or non-magical.
All right. Cool.
Billy.
Yes.
You feel like you start to get the hang of the obstacle course a little bit, and then as soon as you start feeling confident about it, Brad starts walking past and like lobbing things at you, and you're stuck with the choice of either taking the hit of whatever Brad's throwing at you this time or falling off of the course. And it probably takes you exactly one time of getting hit with whatever Brad threw to decide that that is the wrong choice. like you see it one time and you're like, oh, he's just throwing like a snowball. It's fine. And then it explodes when it hits you and you're like, never again. But you do put in some hours on this. I would give you a +1 to acrobatics checks.
Oh, cool.
Or athletics, your choice.
Athletics, please.
Sure thing. Yeah.
So a +1, so I just add it to my actual one, so it's +0 instead of -1.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That does help with escaping grapples. And jumping? I don't know. It's a slight help for you though.
It is a slight help. Thank you.
That doesn't matter. I want the okay. And Allie, as you are carrying on helping your half brother prepare this this wedding, you're noticing a lot of your ideas are not necessarily being taken, but you are getting a pretty good feel for like the ideas that they actually have, that like is being done, and you're still helping out. You're not like in the way, but you know, every now and then you're like, you should put fireworks in here, and they're like, we're not going to put fireworks inside of a sauna. No. However, because of how much experience you gain hanging around these noble folks, I will give you the feature of the noble background, where you can secure an audience with any local noble. Pretty much just by flashing your name.
Neat.
Yeah, you especially the staff in Magni and Castle Lansum, they definitely start to like recognize you. I mean, you're the strange dirt child who's running around. But yeah. So it's very easy to, keep you straight from the rest of the servants, but Duke Lansum will kind of direct his staff and be like, "Oh yes, she's my half sister, and she will be invited to the wedding, and she should be treated accordingly." And word kind of gets out among people that there was an unknown semi-heir to the throne. If only behind the current Duke. And also, they don't really do like bloodlines. They elect people. It's just the families who are in charge kind of end up getting elected.
So I need to become of the people in order to take his position when he inevitably dies. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you would immediately get backers just for being like part of the bloodline. So.
Yeah. And I grew up on the mean streets, so there's already that connection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all the kids threw rocks at you, so they already don't like you. Or you were their favorite target practice, and they will immediately vote for you. Who knows?
Yeah, well, who's the number one dirt child now? That'll show them. Every once in a while, she's going to go to like a window way high up and just pitch a rock towards the city. Not like a large one, but, just to remind herself of how far she's come.
You could be throwing those at Billy. Think of all the advancements she could have been making.
Please don't throw rocks at her.
Allie wouldn't do that. Billy might die.
Do it though.
We'll see.
So yeah, that is how you guys spend your month of downtime. The inn is still running, although actually I had never brought this up before, but with you guys actually spending time at the mansion, which is now a bed and breakfast, there are guests filling the rooms that you don't occupy. You'll probably notice after maybe a couple weeks, depends on how much attention you pay to the servants. But there's not a whole lot of rooms for them to sleep in. And then you remember that there was that room behind the zero.
Pay zero attention to the servants.
You asked how much attention I pay to servants, and the answer was zero.
Yep.
I gotcha. Yeah, so Brad probably doesn't give a shit. But there was that
what
room
do you mean
behind
probably?
I mean, he might be, mildly
I'm going to sue you
perceptive.
for slander if you try and make it seem as though Brad would give a shit, because that, my friend, is slander.
Oh, no, you wouldn't give a shit, but you might, happen to see it.
Fair point.
Not that you would care, but there was the room behind the stairs where all those little robots were kept. and it seems like the hired help have also turned that into a bunk room because that's where they seem to turn in for the night. At the very least, Jim Mendez and Jimenez, and now Floria as well. None of you seem to notice Jay Imtez ever sleeping. He's always just at that podium. Maybe he sleeps standing up. You're not certain. And with his eyes open. But your month of downtime comes to a pleasant end. You have all gained very, very valuable traits.
I'll use mine always.
Okay. And you get a letter. Brad would get a letter specifically as the head of the party. It's directed from the guild, and you've probably received one or two of these. They're kind of just basic, like, oh, hey, this is coming up, or here's a new mission you might be interested in, but it was like, there's a cat in this tree. What's it doing up there? You could find out. And you're like, this is garbage. So you receive one, though, and it's specifically directed to you, not just like to guild members. And it reads, Dear Mr. Chuffton and Laundry Sucks, that's a terrible name, Magnes Adventuring Guild Party. A recent job has come in for a higher level adventuring party. And you are one of the selected candidates for this job. Excuse me. Aid is requested from the Villa of Dalton to the north. Strange happenings and nightly cries have been reported, both by those in the town and those passing through / the surrounding area. If you are interested, please report to the guild hall in Magni within the week. Thank you. Signed, a very scribbly signature that is... I don't have my notebook with me.
Does it say anything about how much they're willing to pay us?
They're willing to pay 500 gold plus traveling expenses, plus potential bonuses based on danger assessments.
Brad will immediately go and gather up Allie and Billy and bring them into the dining area that we normally kind of meet at and stuff. And he'll say, "All right, we are going on a mission. We have to give some man named Dalton AIDS or something. Are you in?"
What?
We have to give Dalton AIDS, of course. What do you mean?
How much is in it for us? Like Allie and I, after our expenses and everything.
After expenses and everything, well, hold on, carry the 1 and the 0, and we'll have to take out a bit of extra for the healing spells and also for the resurrection. We're going to have to deal with, we've been in the house for a month. The food. We'd be looking at a solid 10 gold apiece.
Wait a minute, why are you automatically assuming that you're going to have to take money out for healing spells?
Have you met you two?
Hey. I have nothing.
Okay.
That's fair. I have died once, and Billy almost dies all the time.
Yes, well.
You saw me training on the thing on the obstacle course. You didn't even.
And I was
to
not impressed.
I was gonna throw rocks, but I thought you were gonna
Hey,
die if I hit you.
You threw stuff at me.
This is true, Allie. If you were to throw rocks at Billy, she would probably die.
So I didn't. I don't want that. That'd be sad.
No, I appreciate you. That's very good. Good job, Allie.
I'm one of the good
rocks
guys.
At people that will die. We're all the good guys.
I don't know. I feel like we're all sitting in neutral territory. But anyways, how much is 10 gold pieces in electrums?
Like 100 or 1,000.
That's a lot. I'm in.
Yes, definitely. Billy?
All right, I'm in.
All right. Perfect. Yes. Well, I suppose I shall count on you all to load up the wagon and get us ready to go. And I'm going to go and drink with Mighty Tooth for a bit.
That sounds about right.
Have fun. I'm gonna write another hate letter to that one wizard.
Brad will wave his hand off like the be gone motion, and he'll walk up to the bar.
Okay.
Actually, even better, like Ruby Rod in fucking The Fifth Element, I'll make the boo noise to get them out of there.
The team scatters as Brad walks to the bar. As you guys kind of run away from the the lounge / meeting room, you'll see Floria kind of slumping out of stooping her way out of the bunk room that they have set up, which has very small doors for some reason. Probably because only the robots used it before. And she'll kind of see the two of you and say, I heard quite a commotion. Is there excitement afoot?
We're going to be going on a mission.
Oh. Fantastic.
We have to cure diabetes or something.
Then I suppose we should not be bringing along any of Jimenez's famous alley cakes then, yes?
Bullshit.
Well, perhaps a few for our own stores, but do not be doling them out, yes?
I rarely do.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your armor there? Why is it destroyed?
I seem to remember going through a great deal of acid as well as other very hazardous obstacles, but it is of no matter. I am equally as comfortable fighting in armor as out of it.
Since when is she French?
Here's what we will do. You will knock off 15 gold pieces from your cost for the month, and I will repair your armor immediately.
It is not so much a concern for me, to be honest.
Perfect. Let's go.
All right. I suppose it does look better than my standard traveling attire, at the very least. She'll give you her broken armor.
Oh, so you do want me to fix it now?
Oh, I thought that's what you meant by. Come on, very well. No, you don't. You don't have to.
Well, if you're going to knock off money, I will fix it, of course. But if you're not, then I will not. It's very simple.
Well, you were the ones who broke it.
In the process of the test. Thank you.
Yes, perhaps this time it could be complimentary.
Well, why don't we meet in the middle? Call it 8 gold.
Very well. In the future, if it gets broken by those other than yourself or our party, I'm willing to accept this 15 gold replacement fee. Yes?
Perfect. And Brad will shake on it immediately, and he will cast a cantrip to make the armor new.
Okay. Yeah. So you repair her chainmail while she stands around in a large t-shirt and shorts. Read
in her chainmail wife beater.
Yeah. It says athletic department. She says, when are we departing, by the way?
We will leave for the guild tonight. I'll leave. I'm not sure yet. We have to go to the guild and accept the mission, and then probably leave tomorrow or something like that.
Very well, then. I will make certain I am ready for travel.
Perfect. Billy, I have a thing that I need you to do.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting my own thing for once?
Well, don't get too excited. You just need to go down to Magnes Adventuring Guild and accept the mission.
Okay, is there like a note or something that I can show?
I mean, there is, but wouldn't it be more fun if I didn't give it to you?
No, I think it would be more fun if you gave it to me, simply because that way I could show my own legitimacy as part of the guild and not just a lackey.
All right, but this is only because I don't want to go myself. And Brad will hand you the letter, and he will storm off and go take a nap.
Okay.
The phrase "storm off and take a nap."
That's what I did today.
Furiously take a nap.
There was foot stomping on the way up there. That's all.
Fuck you! It's nap time.
Yeah. So, Billy, you begin to make your way to the town. Floria leaves to go get her things in order, I guess. Her traveling pack ready. I don't know. Allie, are you up to anything special?
Yeah. Hey, that Paladin, did he go home or did he stay here?
Garrett? Oh, he's definitely still there. He's also in the bunk room.
Oh, she's gonna go talk to him about the cool adventure that the party's going on.
Okay.
See if he wants to go vanquish evil or whatever the fuck we're doing.
Yeah. The fuck was Garrett's voice? Did he have a voice?
It was
No, I think it was just yours pitched down.
Oh yes, Garrett. Yes, Ellie, the adventure afoot?
Yes, there is. And it pays 100 electrum pieces. Wow.
That's
a lot, right?
Decent, yes.
Yeah, it's tons of coin. I don't even have a pouch big enough to fit 100 electrum pieces in.
Well, I guess with all of that electrum, you can buy yourself a bigger pouch, though.
Huh. I never thought of it like that. You're pretty smart.
That's what I'm told.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're going. like soonish, probably, if you want to go. Big lady's coming too. Wink wonk.
Big lady?
You can't miss her. How
the Minotaur.
you know who I'm. Yes.
Minotaurian, yes. Yes, I haven't had much interactions with her. But she seems capable, at the very least.
I'd say she can shrug off acid like there's no tomorrow.
Okay. Good for her.
Yeah, so pack your stuff, prepare your alley cakes, and we'll be off soon.
Very well.
Good chat.
Yes. All right. I'll go and do that then.
She's gonna go hang out with her mom next.
Okay.
Yeah. Not invite her mom to the quest. Her mom stays here.
Hello, Allie.
What happened to you, Mom?
I haven't had my refreshing nap yet. Not enough beauty sleep.
Oh, well, sleep, you sound awful. Like you've
That's
aged 3,000
rude.
years.
That's a very rude thing to say to your mother.
Well, get younger. I don't know what to tell you.
Perhaps I could refresh myself with a delicious key lightful by Keystone.
Ooh, that sounds juicy. What's it taste like?
It's the perfect blend between raspberry, lime, and your favorite light beer.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that sure does hit the spot. So, you're going on an adventure then, Ellie?
Yes.
Well, do you know what sort of...
AIDS.
Guess... What?
That's what we're doing.
You're doing... AIDS?
Or diabetes. It was all very confusing the way it was explained to me.
Well...
But I do know it pays 100 electrum pieces.
Well, that's quite good.
That's a ton of coins.
But don't get AIDS for it. Or diabetes. Actually, well, I mean, the second one might be too late. But either way, I try to avoid any major medical issues. Please.
Of course.
Including dying.
Yeah, I mean, I really dislike it when my HP gets lower. So I'm going to try really, really hard not to let that happen. It's tough sometimes, though. I don't have a great AC, especially for this level.
Okay. Yes. Well.
Yes, well, she leaves.
All right, stay safe, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom. I promise I won't stay out too late, but it'll probably be a few weeks. I'll bring back a souvenir. Won't be a robot. I think this is the only place that has them.
Oh man, you're gonna have so many robots.
So many robots.
All right, so Allie succeeds in requesting Garrett to aid them, which I was wondering if you guys would do. Brad succeeds in storming off and taking the GD angriest nap you've ever darn seen. Eric succeeds in shilling Keystone Light's new Key Lightfuls. And Billy, you make your way into town. Do you guys have... How are you traveling?
Billy probably walked.
Do you have horses? Okay. It's probably later in the day then, by the time that you get there. And are you headed straight to the guild?
Yes.
Or...
Yes, she is heading straight to the guild. I don't know if you heard me.
No, I didn't.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, so since it is later in the day, it is not the much beloved Shauna behind the bar. It is her younger sister, Shabraska. And she'll excitedly wave to you, and be like, "Oh, hey there! I haven't seen you come in a while. Must have been missing you, huh? So, what you up to? What you coming down for, huh?"
I'm here looking for someone who has a quest for us.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's not too busy right now. I can help you sort that out.
Sure.
Come on, Come on, sit down.
Billy will do so, and she'll let her familiar sort of sit on the bar next to her. As per usual, as when she goes into the guild, it's a hawk, not an owl, as it usually is. She thinks it makes her look weirder. It makes her look cooler.
I'm tough.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Animal companions and familiars are not uncommon in here, so Shabraska will set a small tray of like seed in front of, I don't know, do hawks eat seeds?
No, hawks are meat eaters. But it's also a familiar, so I don't know if familiars eat.
Meaty seeds, yes. Yeah, she sets some seed in front of your familiar, who politely nibbles at it, but doesn't actually eat anything. It just kind of picks it up with its beak and then drops it on the floor.
As he should. Okay.
And she'll pour you a nice tall pint of ale and say, so, what's this quest you're looking for?
I'm looking for a guy whose name is
Dalton? This is Aubrey asking out of game because I think I heard it right, but I'm not sure.
That's the name Brad gave you.
Well, I also have the note, so I'll just take out the note and look at it.
Yeah.
And just basically let her see it.
Yeah, the note is asking for help from the town of Dalton.
Okay.
And Shabraska will look at it and be like, "Oh, I think this is one of Charmaine's. Yep. All right, let me go get him for you."
Okay.
She'll head to the back of the guild hall, and a man that you've seen a few times but maybe haven't interacted with will walk out. He has a long, bright red ponytail, a lot of like scarring going on up his arms, one on his face, kind of across his cheek. He wears like a long leather coat and tall leather boots, and then like a really ruffly shirt. And he steps out and goes, it's good. Oh, well, it's good to see you. You? How are you doing?
I'm good.
I've never met this guy before, have I?
Not officially, no.
Hi, I don't think we've met before.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd just forgotten. Anthony Charmaine. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Billy Snowdrop, pleased to meet you. And she'll like stick out her staff for him to shake, not her hand.
He takes it a little awkwardly and looks at you and says, "All right then.
It's not you. I just don't like shaking hands with people.
All right. Well, how about sharing a drink then? I find that's the best introduction."
Okay.
Excellent then. And he'll unscrew a flask and like hold it up to you to like clink your glass with.
Okay, I'm just thinking like Billy's like 13, so this is gonna be entertaining. So she takes a drink and then just like it's way too big. Tries, but it just doesn't work.
Oh yeah, you slough a whole bunch of it like down your front too. And he like starts drinking from his flask and then sees you and starts laughing and like spits a whole bunch into the air. He's just like oh that got me. Shabraska, get us something a little bit weaker for how about well,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spill it.
oh, don't worry. This floor has seen worse spills on it of one sort or another. It's all right. We'll get it cleaned up. So you're here from Laundry Sex. That's a terrible name. Magnes Adventuring Guild, then.
Yes, I am. I'm wizard in residence.
Oh, jolly good. Always best to start learning young, I say. Well, I think I was maybe 7 or 8 the first time I killed. Not important. I was expecting Brad to be here himself, but
Brad gave me the note because he didn't want to go, so I think he's probably taking a nap.
Fair enough. I was hoping I might be able to repay him for the bottle I took from that uppity ball around a month ago, but well, I guess I could send one along with you. Just
Wow. Yeah, I'll take it. That was a pretty quick month. Wow.
oh, it seemed normal time for me, but paperwork will do that to you. So, you're here to accept a quest.
Yes, I am. On behalf of Laundry Sex is a terrible name, Magni Adventurers Guild.
Right. And he takes the note from you and like looks it over, and he has to do that thing where like he holds it a little bit closer to focus and then has to like pull it back and like adjust the distance. Goes, right. Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, so you know where you're going and what you're doing and all that?
No, I was told to come here and accept it within the week, so that's what I'm here for.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, basically, there's a town, Dalton. It's up along the northern border. It's quite a small town, but big enough that there's a road to it at least. So travel shouldn't be too difficult. Might take you. You live right outside town, right? So might take you 3-4 days to get there. It's sort of one of those one-horse towns that's still big enough for an inn. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Been thinking about expanding there, but anyway, yeah. So the people there have been complaining, or some of them have. Some of the people around there say there's horrible screams and reports of people going. Well, they say that they go a bit weird. I don't entirely know what that means, but figured it's best to send some members who are a bit more experienced. Don't want to be sending some recruits out there and having them get, well, wink-wonked, as it were. So, you're accepting the job?
Yes.
Excellent. The job pays 500 gold upon a completion. we'll cover the cost for food up front. Send you... Well, swing by the guilds whenever you're about to head out. We'll pack you full of rations. And then let us know exactly what happened, and if there was any additional danger, let us know. Right now it's kind of a scouting mission.
Okay.
Well, cheers to a fortuitous adventure going forth, eh? And he'll raise his flask again to clink your glass, which has now been filled with hot cocoa.
Cool.
He clinks it and starts taking a very long swig as he kind of like keeps a side eye on you. So, don't
what's
worry.
this guy's name again?
This is Anthony Charmaine, head of the Adventuring Guild.
Okay. Anthony Charmaine. All right, cool.
Okay. It was wonderful to meet you officially, Mr. Charmaine.
And you, Miss Snowdrop, yes?
Just call me Billy.
Billy, then. Oh, and before you leave, here. And he'll, like, reach behind the bar and pull out a very dusty-looking bottle. Say, give this to, Master Chuffton. And tell him, I thoroughly enjoyed his party.
Okay, I will. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I also can hear you.
It's the DM's fault. He's the one fucking up. God, in front of the whole internet, too. How embarrassing.
Sorry about that. Yes, I did hear you.
All right.
Yeah. So you are welcome to leave for the night, or you can even stay for the night and head out tomorrow if you want. Up to you.
Yeah, she'll leave. Well, how late is it?
It's probably like 5. And it took you...
She'll leave.
Okay. I was going to say, it took you probably like 3 hours to walk here.
Yeah, she'll leave. And she'll just take the, she'll take Super Nintendo back.
Okay. Yeah. It is dark enough that I think it puts you there at like a minute at nighttime. Is that right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, a minute during the night, an hour during the day.
Yeah, it is definitely dark enough. In mid-March, that you would be it would be considered nighttime, at least for travel, I think. Yeah, so you get back a minute later. You've been gone for a good chunk of time, and you're able to report back to Bradley and Allie, and even the hirelings if you so choose.
Yeah, she's gonna go straight to Brad.
Brad!
What do you need,
Brad!
Billy? I'm napping!
I'm back, and I accepted the quest. It's from Mr. Charmaine, and he sent a bottle back for you from the party.
Brad will open up the door, he'll grab the bottle and close it again real quick.
Are we heading out in the morning, or...?
All right, Billy, come in. And Brad will open up the door and stomp away from it and go sit at his desk.
She goes and slams the door behind her.
You know I still have to put my wards back up from Allie messing with all my stuff.
I mean, she was kind of saving her mom's life, so...
Well, her mom that she then had a demon bring back to life or whatever, so realistically, it probably would have been better for all of us if the demon thing had died.
Not a demon. I think it's probably a fae.
How is that better, Billy?
I mean, I've got some experience with fae. It'd be better if it was. If we're going in levels of experience, I'd hope it was a fiend, because at least I have some experience with fiends. Are hags fiends? I think hags are fiends.
I don't know, Billy. All I know is that the natural order has been messed with, and Allie has put a target on our backs. That much is clear.
Oh, hags are fae. Okay, so she does have more experience with fae. All right. I mean, to be fair, she did what she thought was best.
Allie often does what she thinks is best, and it often is not.
Listen, she just got her mom back. Why would you want her to lose her right away?
Billy, do you not remember us being attacked the instant Allie got her mom back?
Yeah, and we beat them.
Okay. This time. I don't know if you've noticed, Billy, and I mean this with the utmost respect, but I am the one who does the majority of the killing. I am the one who knocks. And so... because of this fact, you need to understand that if they figure out any way to neutralize me, we will all die.
You've got a point, Brad.
I'm not saying we're going to do anything about it yet, but I do need you to keep your eyes open. Logical eyes, and Brad will point to his eyes when he says that. We will no longer be looking at situations with our hearts, and Brad will tap on his chest. We must be diligent. Are we on the same page, Billy?
We are. Constant diligence.
Thank you. Would you please let Jimenez know that I would take my dinner in my room?
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Billy.
also, Mr. Charmaine said that when we leave to stop by the guild first, and they'll load us up with stuff up front too.
Perfect. All right. Well, if you would check and make sure that the cart is loaded, we will leave in the morning.
Okay, and she'll give him the note back too.
Brad will nod, and he will pull 5 gold coins from his pouch and place them in Billy's hand and say nothing more. And he'll wave her
Cool.
to go
Okay.
away.
Awesome. Okay. She will nod and leave.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Billy, you're
190
able to-
gold.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. Billy, you're able to double check the cart. Everything seems very ship shape. You haven't really used it in a while. Because you've just been traveling with Super Nintendo. But yeah. The horses are definitely well rested. The cart has ample room for supplies to be loaded onto it. And the next morning, you all awake. By the time that you guys get downstairs, especially Brad, I'm assuming, sleeps in. By the time you guys By the time you guys get downstairs, you'll see Floria is fully kitted up. She's got like a pack on her back. She's standing there in her newly repaired armor. She's got her glaive in hand, kind of like a walking stick. And Garrett's also there, looking much, much smaller in comparison to Big Lady. Good morning. Are we heading out immediately? I figured we should be ready.
Yeah, we're going as soon as Brad gets up.
I think Mr. Bart has the right idea of sleeping in, personally, but I am ready whenever.
Be all
I think
right.
after a little while of them waiting, Brad would make his way groggily down.
I was gonna say like 15, maybe 20 minutes pass. Jimenez brings out like snacks, like breakfast burritos.
Yes, snacks. Giant greasy breakfast burritos.
Not giant greasy breakfast burrito, like a really small, like more like
pizza
breakfast
rolls,
tacos.
like little pizza rolls with their breakfast burritos.
I would totally
like
eat that
taquitos.
shit. If you shove toothpicks into that, I would
Right?
fucking eat the fuck out of mini breakfast burritos. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Holy
sounds
fuck,
amazing.
that sounds so good.
They're more like taquitos, but with like scrambled eggs and bacon.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, that's
I'll
pretty
take
good.
12, thank you.
Making me hungry. Stop.
So yeah, like he brings those out for you guys as you're waiting, and then like he's like started to grab a second tray as Brad comes down, and Brad just like throws them all, like shuffles them into a bag. And you guys make your way. Because the distance between your house and Magnes is ever in flux, thanks to the magics that hide your abode. It takes you about an hour to get to town, pick up the supplies from the guild, and be on your way to the strange, far-off city of Dalton. Ooh.
Oh, we never actually did it, but I wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to sit down with Mighty Tooth and just kind of explain to him what his duties for guarding the inn would be and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. And Jim Mendez will say, yeah, since you've been kind of teaching him common a bit, he's getting a bit of a knack for it. I think we'll be able to work out guard duties. Sort of an AM PM shift between the two of us, yeah.
Excellent, thank you. And Brad will shake Jim Mendez's hand, and then he will shake Mighty Tooth's hand and say, "I'm counting on you, sir."
Jim Mendez gives a little bit of a salute, like, and best of luck to you. And Mighty Tooth goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're so good at this, Mighty Tooth. And Brad will give him a thumbs up, pat him on the shoulder, and just walk off.
He smiles really wide and like nods a whole bunch, like yeah. Jim Mendez gives him a thumbs up. You got it,
My
buddy.
big, beautiful lizard boy.
He's the one I always forget about. I'm gonna have to fucking make a note of you.
Yeah, you should probably make a note because Mighty Tooth is definitely Brad's new favorite.
Oh, come on.
Jimenez. J. Imdes. Mighty Tooth. Floria, and Garrett. All right, I'm just gonna stick this right there so that I don't forget. He's only been around for a month and also has not done anything significant. He just stays out of the way and tries to learn a language. Oh, actually, I will roll to see if he is learning well. Decently. He's learning decently. I think you mean Aubrey in her head, right? So as the five of you,
correct?
Yeah, I can count. As you make your way through the road, did I have a map of Valence Pen or Valencia? Yeah, kind of.
Kind of have a map. You squint.
I have a really old map.
It's mostly just squiggles, but you know, the map's there.
It's the Western Valencia map. The town of Dalton is located northeast of Verton. Why did I write Verton? That's an odd name. Anyway. It should be Verdun, but whatever. It's northeast of that, not by a great deal. And there is a path along like the river once you cross it. So, yeah. As Anthony Charmaine mentioned, it'll be about 5 days total. And you'll basically like cross the river and then take this path north, and then it splits off to the northeast after the river kind of shifts back to the northwest. I would like everyone to roll me a perception check or survival if it's better for you.
What if we don't actually care as our character?
I think it could still be something that you notice.
Okay, fair enough. I had to ask, you know what I mean? Like,
roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. Why not?
Deal, I'm going to roll at disadvantage. Oh, that's actually still pretty okay.
I guess I can roll for your two sidekicks.
Yeah, they're here too.
Neither rolled great. I think Floria has like a -3 to perception or some shit. Oh, okay. So I think Allie, as you guys are traveling, you're probably like bored and trying to like look around and see interesting sights as you're traveling. But a lot of it is just like road and then a caravan. That's kind of interesting. But they pass without anything more than like pleasant day to you, and they just can, they don't stop at all to talk. There's some guards every now and then, maybe twice a day tops. But you try and like look out over the landscape at least to maybe see something interesting, and you notice that like it's real foggy out. And I mean, it's like mid-March, so kind of makes sense. Some of the snow's starting to melt, but it's still just like, ugh. You just feel like the weather is real gross. And yeah, misty, foggy. It's almost always overcast, and you just
Guys, this sucks.
yeah.
Weather's real bad.
Can't see anything.
This does not feel like great traveling weather.
Wait, you know what? Maybe it gets better. Allie's gonna like take a leaf from like a tree as we pass and grind it up in her hand and cast Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Gray.
Nope.
Dude.
Nope. It still sucks.
The leaf in your hand, it just like wilts and it turns like gray in your hand. And
bad news bears for miles.
Can I make an Arcana check? Can I make
Sure.
an Arcana check to see if there's like anything, if I can tell what's going on here at all?
sure.
Okay. Please. Oh, not bad. That's a 22.
Well, it's real gross out. You don't think that it necessarily means anything. There's definitely stuff that like could cause this, like if a weather elemental somehow got like a water elemental got summoned and was upset, but it could also just be shitty weather. It's just
So,
it really feels like you're just like going through mud right now, you know?
if I was a more superstitious person, I'd say that a water elemental was summoned and then threw a temper tantrum, but I think this is just shitty weather.
Billy. Have you ever heard of Arkham and his razor?
I have not.
Well, often the simplest solution is the correct one. When you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras.
That makes sense.
Brad will nod and keep writing Senor Presidente. Yeah, you guys thought I forgot about my horse and his name being Senor Presidente.
What's your mule's name?
So I don't have a mule, I have a goat. Remember we had all those goats?
Oh yeah,
And the goat was Lieutenant Gustavo.
Lieutenant Gustavo. That's it.
It's at this point, Allie goes, wait, whatever happened to New Billy? My pack mule. Oh, man.
I think old Billy ate her.
Old Billy? You have some explaining to do.
I did not.
You could roll a history
I
check.
did not.
I could roll a history check? Okay.
Sure.
7.
You're denying fairly vehemently for someone who claims they have not eaten New Billy.
Why would I eat New Billy? There's
Jealousy.
no reason. Listen.
Why wouldn't you
Remember
eat
what-
New Billy? To gain her power? For jealousy? To be Allie's newest best friend again?
All
There
of
are
these.
so many reasons.
Valid points.
To gain her power, I'm a wizard and a sorcerer. I don't need whatever power a mule can give me.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Listen. And even if I did eat New Billy, which I didn't,
Uh-huh.
No, go on. You're definitely not digging a hole here.
Allie, you remember Jimenez serving up euros that Billy seemed awfully keen on recently? That tasted a little bit off. Not quite like standard lamb meat.
Eyes narrow.
I didn't eat your mule. I promise.
You promise, huh? I was there at the scene of the crime. I don't know. It's all
Allie,
very
if I was
suspicious.
going to eat an animal companion of yours, it would have eaten Marty Paws.
Her eyes narrow further. Maybe her eyes are just closed. It's really hard to tell. And you hear,
Actually, Ali, that's a really valid point. If she was going to eat anyone in order to satiate her jealousy, Marty Paws is definitely the one getting the most attention.
well, you know what I think? I think Marty Paws would eat you before you're able to eat Marty Paws.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We should test this. Build a stadium. Marty Paws versus Billy. Billy versus Marty Paws. The dinner of a century.
Allie pulls up Marty Paws. She looks at him. She's like, "You're just a little killer inside, aren't you?" And she nods his head for him. Yes, you are. All right, now turn all that rage to new Billy's killer, and she'll turn Marty Paws to old Billy.
Marty Paws is just looking, just kind of between you and Billy, and it like it looks between the two of you, and then you see its like pupils narrow into little slits. It goes, and it jumps into Billy's lap and starts like batting at the owl. Who lets out a little shriek and then just flies out of the carriage.
No, your target was old Billy. Yeah, old Billy. She points at Billy.
Marty Paws behind the ears.
Sneaky. You win today, old Billy. But someday, vengeance for new Billy will be mine.
I didn't eat your mule.
Believe it when I
Thank
see
you, Marty
it.
Paws. See, Marty Paws says I didn't eat the mule.
No, that's not what he said. He said you did. He's just very comfortable right now. Cat seducer.
I don't like that.
And so, our entertainment for the journey has concluded, and we continue on in silence.
All right. So, for the next 4.5 days of pure silence,
There's no universe where Brad will be silent for 4.5 days. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, yeah. I think this probably happened around like the 3rd day, because that's about when you're like, the first day you're like, oh, it's kind of foggy out. Second day you're like, boy, it sure is foggy lately. And by the 3rd day you're like, oh, this is bullshit. So that's when this whole argument breaks out. You're getting cabin fever in this little cart. It's especially cramped with a minotaur and the elf, who I think probably has the best animal handling and is probably the one who's like forced to drive all the time.
Well, Brad is not in the cart. He's on Senor Presidente, so.
Oh, that's true. Yes. If I remember correctly, though, this is kind of an open cart, so you'll probably hear them arguing the whole time.
Brad will make sure that his front is out of sight when he does that, but he'll tap his fingers together and just say, good, good.
Yeah, so it's the drive feels longer than it probably should. And night is starting to fall. The temperature is getting quite cold tonight. Probably dropping into I'd say it's dropping into like the 20s. But you see the glow of a town up ahead. And you figure if you hurry, you can make it there within maybe 20 minutes.
Hark, a glowing town. Yes, I know, you're very excited for the town.
Brad will spur Senor Presidente on towards.
Thank you for the
Towards the
assist,
tub.
R2. Yeah. As soon as you like,
Starring R2 as party pods.
Gustavo had just started to like turn to you, Brad, to be like, "Are we continuing on?" But like before he even gets it out, you start speeding off to the town. He goes, "Right, here we go then." And like cracks the reins. The horses start moving a little bit faster.
Yeehaw.
Hoping for some relief from the cold, and yeah, you get into town, and it's I think it might be the smallest town you've been in.
Why is there only one house? This is weird. It's not a town.
It's not quite that small.
Oh. Oh, I see the rest of the houses. Never mind.
Yeah. There is clearly like a market, not necessarily district, but kind of area. And houses and like a few businesses. It's kind of set up like a triangle that way. And as you're arriving in town, why don't you guys roll me another perception check?
Another
or
one.
investigation this time, if you're better at it.
I am not.
Perception. Please. Fuck.
14?
Actually, no.
Brad, this one will not be at disadvantage for you. 8. Okay. Well,
Okay, no, it's not an 8 then. Sorry, hold on.
Okay, so Oikos, as well as Gustavo. I saw what Brian posted. Gustavo like spots an inn and is like, "Oh, we can stay there for the night and begin tomorrow." And starts like angling the cart.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is my goat talking, or are you mistaking the paladin's name with Lieutenant Gustavo, my goat?
I was definitely confusing their names.
Okay, I was just making sure. Sorry.
Should have committed to the goat.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit! Can the goat talk now?
Should have been the goat. Don't backpedal. Just own up to it.
Yes, Garrett points that out.
Lieutenant Gustavo will be my new most trusted advisor if he can talk. I'm just throwing that out there. So, do with that information what you will.
Yes, Gustavo points that out. And, like, clearly it's his elf eyes that saw this because it's like across town that he points this out. And, like, you can kind of see a sign hanging, but you can't make out what's on it. But, you guys are kind of trusting him. He's angling the cart that way. You guys are making your way. Billy, as you're making your way through this town, you're kind of like idly looking like into some of the windows. And as you're passing by one particularly nice looking house, it's got like one of those big like story and a half windows that looks into like a weird entryway. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, Billy, you kind of see into this house, and set up in the entryway that you can kind of see through this window, there's this large table with like 8 settings, but it's built really low to the ground. And you see 6 of these chairs have these like puppets sitting on them, and a tea set, and like a plate of cookies. And while that's kind of catches your eye at first, you're driving through town, and right as you start to turn your head, you think that one of the dolls turns its head to like watch you make your way through town.
Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. She's gonna like lean over and say to Allie, "Hey Allie, you see those dolls?"
Allie looks.
One of them is definitely staring right at us, right?
You mean that one?
Yeah.
It does look like it's watching us with its eyeballs. Do you think it's
Y'all
evil?
babies.
You know what, Bradley? Maybe you could just... Shh. All right, this is a private
Brad's going to
conversation.
walk up and grab the doll.
It's in someone's house.
Okay, Brad will not do that then.
There's a big like story and a half window, like 15 feet wide. As you're driving past, you can see this big like play tea set in the house. Billy's pointing out one of them, which does have its head like turned towards you, but it's not moving.
How far away is it?
The house itself is probably 15 feet away, and then it's like 10 feet in the room.
This is weird, but Allie's gonna think at it.
Oh,
Be like,
okay.
hey, what are you looking at? What do you think you're looking at?
No response.
I think it might just be a doll, Billy. I tried thinking at it and I didn't hear any responses.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
See if I know anything about any spooky ass fucking dolls. This is my number one thing. I can deal with so much shit in D&D, but creepy dolls, absolutely not.
We have found the breaking point.
No. 17. Don't fuck with dolls. No.
Is Billy as paranoid as you are about this?
Yes.
Okay. There's definitely like animate object spells that could be used like that. And right now you're definitely feeling something like that. Like maybe it's your nerves. Maybe it's, actually real, but like Billy is on edge about this. Like,
wow, this sure would be a good time for me to have detect magic.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Do you say that out loud, Billy?
Yeah.
Okay. How much gold do you have, Billy?
125 gold.
Oh, never mind. You don't have to worry. Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. I think I have a wand for this. Yep. Okay. Brad will pull out his wand and he will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So just so you guys know, you're looking into a window like this, basically. Except it's like all one window. There's not that weird bar in the middle.
Mm.
Detect magic.
And by the way, if you say that I detect nothing, Brad will be totally satisfied with that. Call Billy a baby and move on.
I need to look up what spell this is. Okay. So you get a ping around both the window and the door of abjuration magic.
Interesting.
You could roll me an arcana check for further information.
All right. I will do that. That is 15.
You haven't used the spell for a while, but alarm is abjuration. And it would make sense to have on windows and doors.
Billy, the only magic is on the windows. It's alarm, so that they can be aware if somebody breaks in. That's it.
Okay.
Not okay. That's it.
I said okay.
Fair enough. And Brad will spur Senor Presidente on.
Okay. You continue on, and you make it to the inn. Billy, because are you still very on edge? I should ask.
Yeah. Billy, this she's not so much on edge as she is just creeped out, and between the dolls and the mist, she's not in a good headspace right now. So yeah, she's on edge.
Very fair. Roll me another perception check.
Okay. Please. 17.
Okay. As you're making your way into what's kind of more of the shop district of this small town, you notice right as I was going to call him Gustavo again. Garrett. Right as Garrett starts kind of pulling into the stable area, stable alley, as it were. Fucking. Pulling off the main road to go into these stables, you see a shop a few buildings down. Master Alejandre's Puppets and Marionettes.
Interesting. She's not going to tell anyone about this.
Very fair.
She doesn't say Jack. Absolutely not.
Okay. So Brad and Garrett park the horses. There's a very sizable stable for how small the inn is. Yeah, you guys park the horses. Everyone gets out. Floria especially does like a really big stretch and is just like, I'm glad to be out of that confinement. Yes?
It was a long ride.
Yes, I have not had that long of a ride in a good while. And you guys make your way into the inn.
Boot in the door.
Did you actually kick the door in?
If Allie's first, sure.
Okay. So why not? We can go with that. Allie kicks the door in.
Wham.
And there's an older looking Genasi man. He is like slightly transparent, or I guess translucent. He's got what just appears to be like colored streams of air coming off his head as hair. And he looked like he was kind of half asleep at the desk, and he pops up when you kick the door down and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hi, we're here, we're weary, we're tired. We require rooms and food."
I can give you both of those."
Perfect. Now talk faster, just do the job.
You notice that it's as if there's a breeze blowing through. He goes, "Very well. How many rooms do you require?"
3. Those folks will each share a room, and I will have my own, thank you.
He looks over the lot of you and says, "Very well. 2 queen beds. That is 2 rooms with 1 queen bed and 1 room with 2, all right?" So 3 rooms, 4 beds, basically.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Your total will be 8 silver a night. That includes food.
All right, Brad will pay.
Very good. I will bring food up to your room shortly. Would you like a full meal or simply a bit of a snack before bed?
Oh, full meal. Big meal.
Yes, full meal, thank you.
Excellent. Here are your keys. And he will hand you 4 keys total. So he hands 1 to Brad, 1 to Garrett, and then 2 between Billy, Allie, and Floria. Aubrey, I do want to say this is just an air genasi. That's
Okay.
You would know that is how they talk.
Okay.
It's just he comes from the plane of air. He has a very breathy voice.
Okay.
Billy, are you shaking? It's okay.
She's
Here,
sweating.
take my cat.
She's
It's
so
a comfort animal. Just don't eat him. We're getting real
taking the
food.
cat. She's got the owl on the shoulder. She's got the squirrel.
She's squeezing both of them so their eyes are popping out of their head. But yeah. So you guys get room keys. There's only 2 between Allie, Billy, and Floria. As there's also only 2 beds. But you are free to go to your rooms. After a very short time, he will knock on your door and deliver you a very hearty stew with like hash browns as a side, which seems like an odd combo, but it's pretty good.
Oh, you can float the hash browns in the stew. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of
boats.
like saltines or oyster
Kind
crackers,
of.
but
If you squint your taste buds.
Yeah. Yeah, and as he hands you your meals, each of you just please enjoy your stay here, and thank you for choosing my inn. And he'll bow very lowly as he'll depart. And
Thank you.
Bye.
it's so tempting to give like a weird, creepy laugh in that point. But no. Yes, he genuinely seems thankful to receive business. He is just like basically half air genie. So I apologize for giving a weird vibe with him. It's just how he sounds. I promise.
Just be how it do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spend the night at this inn. I think it's called something like the airport.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But like 2 words. Yeah, he thinks it's really clever.
Why are airports a real thing in this world?
I mean, no, but every time you leave the inn, he does say cleared for takeoff. So
Oh, this is where it came from.
yeah,
Nice.
this was the original origin.
Wow.
Original origin. Holy shit.
The
Okay.
original origin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you could even say the origin if you wanted. But
I don't want that. I
Fair
like
enough.
the way it was originally.
Yeah, originally it was the original origin.
Right. I like that. I dislike the other way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb. So yes, the contract that was or the letter that was sent to you did say give you a contact in this town. His name is Seth, and he's kind of the mayor, or yeah, I think mayor's kind of the best way of putting it. So he is the mayor of Dalton. Next week we will begin with you heading out of the inn, cleared for takeoff, going to meet with your sole contact in this town, Jaseth.
Seth.
Come on, man.
You did it, dude. You set it up. I'm just knocking him down.
Jason! Jason!
Sean!
Oh, shit. Next week on Heavy Magnes.
Oh, fuck.
Next week on Heavy Magnes, it turns out that Brad was the bad guy all along. Weird. Nobody predicted that.
Brad was the origami killer. Wow. He killed New Billy. God damn it. Stop eating my pets.
No, I don't think I will.
New Billy, no. I'm gonna need to get a newer Billy.
Newest Billy. Billy 3.5.
Newest
That
Billy.
new Billy.
Better than New Billy.
It's New Billy, but N-U umlaut.
God damn it.
Bruh.
I can't believe you haven't named one of the robots New Billy.
There's still time.
They're metal as fuck.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay, well. Next week. You meet with Jaseth, mayor of Dalton, to investigate the weird goings on in this strange doll town.
Cool. Can't wait. I love meeting mayors. They're my favorite sort of characters.
You know, same here.
Yeah. Ooh,
Aubrey's
yeah,
like,
even.
yeah, I'm gonna be gone for the next 4 months. Thank you.
I'm gonna be gone until this particular arc is done.
Burn the town to the ground and let's move on.
We could do
Turns out
that.
the screams was just the screams of the dead. Weird. Okay. Well, I hope all of you enjoy your night. I hope you can all enjoy a delicious Key Lightful by Keystone Light, the perfect blend of raspberry lime and your favorite light beer. And I wish you well. Until next week, friends.
Yes. Yes.
My
Well,
entire
Yes, well.
yes, well.
Yeah.
Yes, well.
Well.
Yes.
Okay,
Well.
that's it.
All right,
No
we're
more
done.
of that.
Turn it off.